Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. On the PC, we are on the planet Graia. We thought we were fighting orcs to reclaim the planet, but little did we know that the forces of chaos are involved as well. And so now it's a big bloody battle between us, the orcs, and the forces of chaos. And so we got to get some sentry guns online and just eliminate everything. As one does. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. But alright. It's those little exploding creatures you gotta watch out for. He exploded. Want some of this hammer? Shit. Why can't I activate Fury? What the fuck? Why is...
Tomorrow, you may be dead.
It's T, right? That's the button. Maybe there's like just some cooldown, internal cooldown. You can't spam it even though you have it. I don't know. I was mashing that button. I think we just need to exercise caution. We are not a Superman. I mean, we are sort of a Superman, but not the same. Superman enough to do this. Gun down your Xeno asses. Oh man, he really fucking threw that. Yeah, it turns out, you know, trying to just one-hand fire this machine gun at a distance is not that accurate. Orcs will give you some bang for your buck. Okay, now would be a good time. Fucking hell, man. And it's like, yeah, at that point, when you're that low, there is really nothing you can do. Your best bet would just be to run as fast as possible away. But this is a really tricky section. There's so many of them, and the rockets, once again, are the absolute worst problem. Because you can't just, oh, I'm going to pick off all the rocket guys and then we'll be fine. Like, no, they continue to come out with every wave. I mean, at a certain point, I might be better off without the hammer. I really like it because it's fun, but hard to say how effective it is in such an open situation. Here I could just be sniping this guy. Look at that. Look at how many fucking bolts he takes. What are these assholes doing? I'm scared, man. A space marine, I'm scared. Look at that. Look at how much my health just plummeted. Plummeted! There we go. I think I should have done that in the first place.
It's working. The sentry guns are back online. Captain, your men are near an access point to the rail network. My guardsmen will point the way. Another gateway is close to your position.
My thanks, Lieutenant.
Yeah? Where am I going? I don't think it's this way. So yeah, I probably made that section a little bit harder than it needed to be. Because you're meant to just flip the switch.
Here we are, my lord. Carry on, Godswood.
Sidonis to Captain Titus. We are running into orcs down here. Nothing like above, though. Just enough to be an annoyance. We will be there soon.
Understood.
So I read that, like, the Imperial Guard is like the hammer of the Imperial military might. You know, it's not precise, but there's just so fucking many of them that they can just, you know, use their weaponry and just overwhelm an enemy force. Whereas the Space Marines are the scalpel of Imperial military might, where, you know, there's far less of them, but they're much more precise and capable, and so they can really cut through to certain objectives.
Still don't think this is a good idea.
It's not your call, is it? I say this is our best chance of taking the gun.
But a nighttime assault.
Have some faith, Samson. In the dark, we might catch those orcs off their guard. Unless they've...
What? Incredible recovery. 10 out of 10.
I'm Boss Grimskull. This whole planet is mine. Whoa!
You've been at my heels for long enough. This ends now.
That's right. I'm gonna kill you, Space Marine.
See, I feel like the hammer is less useful now. And I should ditch it. But I think I missed my chance. That's bad. The hammer could be good here. There's a bunch of them. Oh my god! His charge one-shots you? Okay, maybe the hammer's not good then. I need to be far more evasive. Oh, I don't even get a... Okay, well, alright, I hit a checkpoint. Oh no, that didn't one-shot me. That was kind of close.
The time for battle is now. That does it, Space Marine.
What the fuck? What was that? He teleported. Yeah, I figured that was coming. Jesus. Orcs, you just have enough of them, and it's like the Imperial Guard. You know, quantity is very important in Warhammer. Because I was reading about, like... Damn it. It's not Dark Souls. Like, you cannot roll that much. There's a big cooldown on it. I was reading about how, like, there's very little new technological developments in 40K in that timeline. Because it's just like constant warfare, and they just try and solve every problem with just brute force, and so they don't care to, like, develop anything new. And I guess, like, a lot of the technological development was due to the Emperor, and since he's no longer really an active force, they just keep on keeping on. This is fucking... I think the hammer is just boning me now. It's just way too slow and I'm not using it. can't get out of the way.
Space Marine!
Yeah, enough bolts. Oh fuck. Enough bolts will do it.
I ain't finished with you yet, Space Marine! But I am finished with you, Orc.
Nice. Alrighty. Got through it.
Captain,
The damned Orc is dead.
Finally, some good news.
this rail line will take us directly to the Titan Manufactorum.
The faster the better. Those orcs slowed us down.
And gave Nemiroth time to prepare his invasion. We must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
Captain Titus, the orcs are running scared. What's happened?
The captain dealt with their war boss once and for all.
We have a chance now.
Bolster your defenses. The demon host will not be so easy to frighten off.
Good luck, Titus. All our hopes are with you.
Want my chainsword now. They expect you to have a chainsaw. It was in the cinematic there.
Ultramarines, this is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
This is
Oh.
Captain Titus.
Take
What
the
is the
axe.
status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our berth's backup generator to release the mooring clamps.
Understood.
Okay. Now we can use the plasma gun. Oh my god. Dang. Okay. Slow-mo bolting. That didn't work out.
Captain Titus, the orcs are running scared. What's happened?
The captain dealt with their war boss once and for all.
We have a chance now.
Bolster your defenses. The demon host will not be so easy to frighten off.
Good luck, Titus. All our hopes are with you.
And so Like, you really can't even, like, comprehend the scale of something like 40K. Just
This is Princeps Enoch aboard Titan Invictus.
even looking at something like population.
What is the status of the Titan?
My crew and I are aboard Invictus, but she's immobilized. You will need to activate our burst
'Cause you
backup
think
generator
about-
to release the mooring clamps.
Understood.
Like, how much our population has expanded in the last 150 years. And then think about, like, 40,000 years. So they have worlds called hive worlds, where literally their purpose is to just have a fuck ton of people, pretty much to just join the Imperial Guard and stuff. Like, a hive world has like 5 to 20 hive cities on it, and each hive city has somewhere between 10 and 100 billion people living in them. So these hive worlds have, you know, like 500 billion people on the planet, or a trillion people. That was my bad. And they've got a bunch of hive worlds. Not to mention all the other fucking worlds they have that aren't slouches when it comes to population. So... And you figure the orcs have more people than we do. And then the Tyranids apparently, like, have even more. And it's just... It's pretty crazy.
My psychic abilities, I had drawn energy from the warp. I found a planet where I could work unobserved. A remote forge world. The Adeptus Mechanicus gave me free rein when I told them I was developing a weapon with a new, unorthodox energy source. They know the Xenos will soon choke humanity out of the galaxy. If my weapon will help keep our species alive, they will not ask questions. Desperation cuts through bureaucracy.
Yeah, and so a forge world is not just a planet that makes things for the Imperium of Man, because there's a lot of planets that do that. A forge world is specifically a planet controlled by the Adeptus Mechanicus, the machine cult. And so they're really sort of their own faction. I mean, they answer to the High Lords of Terra, just like almost everyone else. Who, you know, they answer to the God Emperor. But, they have... You know, they're pretty much their own thing. That's why they get these whole worlds to control. And I guess originally the Adeptus Mechanicus operated on Mars. That was like their whole base, whereas, you know, everyone else was just on Earth. And so I still have some more reading to do about this, but I saw, like, they formed the alliance, you know, and they're compromised their theologies and all that, and so the Imperial insignia, which is called the Aquila or something like that, it changed from a eagle to a two-headed eagle, with the two heads representing Terra and Mars. So the Adeptus Mechanicus are pretty important. And I just got fucking blown apart. Napoleon blown apart, that's what you can call me. So, you might be wondering why we're just fighting, like, guys. You know, Chaos Space Marines are Space Marines that have been corrupted by Chaos and the Warp. But it can corrupt anybody. And so we're just fighting a bunch of humans that have been corrupted by the Warp. So, you know, the whole Chaos faction is fairly potent. They're really just kind of limited by the inherent qualities of Chaos and sort of the whims of the Chaos gods. I can't wait to do some videos on the Chaos gods, because that's going to be very Lovecraftian. Like, metal Lovecraftian. Well, we stunned him. Clear? No. Y'all got any more of that ammo? And so Chaos Space Marines, or, you know, anyone sort of drawn by the allure of chaos, they aspire to become demon princes, which are basically like people that have been blessed by the Chaos Gods and enhanced by the Chaos Gods. Damn it. And so they have all these really, you know, powerful mutations. And they, you know, command legions of demons and all that kind of stuff. But the Chaos Gods are, of course, shockingly fickle. And so if you disappoint them, they might, you know, really just fuck your shit up with mutations. And I think you become what's called a Chaos Beast. I think that's what it's called. Which is just like this gibbering mass of flesh and just completely insane and... yeah. Not very powerful. But, you know, they... like a demon prince, they retain, like, all the focus and discipline well, not necessarily, like combat discipline and combat skills of a Space Marine. But then they have all these super powerful mutations. So they're pretty badass. But I would say so far I'm most intrigued by all that stuff. But I've spent most of my time reading about the Imperium of Man, since they're pretty much the main focus of Warhammer. But I do at least know what the Eldar look like now. I'm pretty sure they're not in this game, but the Eldar are basically like the Protoss. Yeah, I'm aware they predate the Protoss. But they're just this ancient humanoid alien race that was super, super advanced. But then things went to shit. And so there's far less of them left alive now. And when I say things went to shit, it says that they succumbed to just rampant, like, hedonism. Like, they just fucked all the time and just, you know, they just gave into pleasure.
Experimentation with the warp energy is proceeding rapidly. I no longer need to travel into the warp to pull more energy into this dimension. But I am encountering unexpected activity. I was naive to think that my incursion into warp space had gone unnoticed. Something has taken an interest. When I manipulate the energies, I feel a presence pushing against my psychic defenses, testing me.
Because the warp is literally like,
All workers of class 9 and above.
it's like all of
Despite the emergency.
the emotions and beliefs and stuff in the real world. It's like a reflection of that coalesces in just like a chaotic maelstrom. And so that's why the Chaos Gods sort of represent different emotions and concepts, I guess. I have some more reading to do about the war. I have some more reading to do about everything, but look at this.
If you can release our mooring clamps, we can bring devastation to the invaders. The renegades have it well guarded.
Understood.
Just fucking look at the size of this building. Oh! That's right, jackholes. Ultramarines are here. Oh god. Oh, and the demons. I triggered something. That's actually a really bad trigger because it doesn't reset this shit. That was pretty good.
That elevator will get us to the mooring clamp controls.
I will take care of the clamps. You and Leandros get the doors to the Manufactorum open.
Understood, Captain.
And so I was reading about Exterminatus or Exterminatus. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Oh, you didn't want to. Okay.
I needed to test the warp device's capabilities. Running the Titan Manufactorum with it, or rather with the power source, provided a convenient opportunity. The tech priests are practically giddy with its success, but this is a trivial accomplishment. I am impatient to begin testing the warp device's psychic attributes. I'm just waiting for the live cargo to arrive.
Oh boy. So Exterminatus is when they decide that a planet is just so far gone, like it's just a bigger threat if they don't do it. And so they kill every living thing on the planet. And they have a few ways of doing it. They of course have like nuclear bombardment, which is an oldie but a goodie. And then they have like a virus bomb or something that is designed to spread as quickly as possible and to just kill everything alive. And it converts dead material into like flammable material or something like that. And then they set off like an incendiary device that just sets everything on fire just to double kill it, which is great. They also have like a device that fucking like ignites the oxygen in the atmosphere, so just everything is just a giant fireball, which is cool.
Inquisitor Drogon's power source with me. We must use it to supercharge your weaponry.
The power source? The rights involved in using it safely. Only the High Fabricator himself.
Unless we act now, an entire Chaos fleet will hang over your Forge world.
Understood.
And then they have like for tomb worlds, which are just like completely dead planets, but this species called the Necrons like inhabit them deeply underground or something like that. So for that, since everything's kind of already dead, there's no atmosphere, they launch like this 2-stage thing. I'm telling you, it's all just nerd porn, I'm telling you. But it's like, it's the same concept as this melt-a-gun. So it's like this incendiary thing. They launch that into the planet, and it like burrows all the way to the core. So they have this huge tunnel all the way to the core of the planet. And then they launch a bomb that like destabilizes the core and causes the entire planet to just fucking explode. So that's cool. That's cool. They're getting chintzy on the ammo. Oh, hold on, I should go down here. Hold on. Storm Bolter.
Ultramarines chapter.
That sounds good.
Be with you, Space Marine.
Storm Bolter is a double-barreled bolt gun with a rate of fire just shy of that of the much bulkier Heavy Bolter. This hail of projectiles comes at the expense of stability, limiting the weapon's effectiveness at medium or long range. Okay, so it's just your big machine gun that you can carry. Excellent. That'll be fun.
Mooring clamps released. Invictus powering up now.
My battle brothers will have the gates open shortly. Maneuver Invictus close to the topmost gantries. I'm coming aboard.
Yes, Captain.
And look at, like, it's just fucking they hang the, like, their scriptures from its cannons. It's just awesome. I mean, they put it fucking everywhere. Why wouldn't they have giant scriptures hanging from their giant fucking mech with its giant fucking cannons? Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things. The 40K universe. Okay. What the hell is this thing? All right.
Lock it down. A demon is in the labs.
Authorization required to implement security protocol.
Drogon, Inquisitor, Ordo Xenos.
Repeat authorization. Speak clearly.
Drogon, Inquisitor, Ordo.
Yeah, so there's Drogon is a part of the Ordo Xenos or Xenos. I think I'm gonna go with Xenos. There are three main factions or three main orders of the Inquisitors. Ordo Xenos, which is those that are meant to hunt down aliens. So the Orcs, Eldar, Tyranids, so on and so forth. There's the Ordo Malleum, which is those are the ones that hunt down chaos and anything from the warp and demons and stuff like that. And then there's the Ordo Hereticus, which is sort of like the secret police of the Imperium that hunt down any heretics and mutants and things like that, and rogue psychers and blah blah blah. So he's a part of the Order Xenos, but he's fucking around with stuff from the warp. And so, you know, the Inquisitors really sort of police themselves. And so if they think an Inquisitor's not doing something good, you know, I guess, like, they can sort of take it to, like, a board, and maybe there'll be something, and maybe he'll be, like, branded a heretic or something like that. But a lot of times, apparently, Inquisitors just sort of deal with their own problems amongst each other. But speaking of Exterminatus, any Inquisitor, any, like, full-rank, regular Inquisitor can decide to order an Exterminatus. And, like, the military just is like, okay, if you say, like, if you say so.
I have a target for you. The orbital spire.
Spire? But Captain, it is a masterwork of a machine god.
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
And it is a really big deal. Like, even Inquisitors are really hesitant to order it. And so, after it happens, there is, like, some oversight among the Inquisitors that, like, look into it and see if they were actually justified in doing it. And if they weren't, then they're a heretic. But, yeah, Inquisitors have a lot of control. Because apparently they can also just...
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apps for the volcano cannon.
Protocol suspended. Access authorized.
The apps is below you, Captain.
an Inquisitor can, like, conscript any citizen of the Imperium into like their war band, or you know, like they can tell any citizen like, hey, I need you to help me with this, and they better fucking jump to it. God, this is so inaccurate. This isn't smart. I really don't have anything better. Am I really supposed to be killing all these? I thought I was supposed to... When I die. I thought I was supposed to go somewhere, but... I'm talking about lore, and I should be paying attention to what I'm doing.
Spire.
Spire? But Captain, it is a masterwork of the Machine God.
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the Spire must fall.
I understand.
I think they give you a laser cannon there because it's a much better option.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apse for the volcano cannon.
Protocols suspended. Access authorized.
The apse is below you, Captain.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go into an apse. Whatever the hell that is. But you can't go anywhere. It stops you right there. I think you're supposed to just kill stuff. Which is a bummer because I don't really have anything highly suitable.
Attack!
What is an apse, and where would it possibly be? Fuck, I gotta grab the laser cannon.
Or your enemies. I have a target for you. The orbital spire.
Spire? But Captain, it is a masterwork of the Machine God.
It is feeding energy into the warp gate above it. If we are to stop this invasion, the spire must fall.
I understand.
Or the Stalker Bolter. I don't know which one I'd rather have. Probably Stalker Bolt. That's a little bit more forgiving if I miss.
Where must I bring the power source?
Travel across the armature to the starboard side, Captain. I will open a maintenance apse for the volcano cannon.
Protocols suspended. Access authorized.
The apse is below you, Captain.
Yeah. But I know what else is below me. Shit. actually doing something good, or... That one I definitely killed. I think we can be happy about that. Got that. Got an apps over here.
Leap down to the rookways around the volcano cannon, Captain.
Deep down. Oh, so it is over here. It just you definitely have to wait for a specific moment. So I was right, but I was wrong.
Power source successfully destroyed.
Target the orbital spire.
Target acquired.
Firing now.
Sire, preserve us.
Alarm. Ejecting power core. Shutting down all systems.
Captain, all systems are overloading. Did it work?
Invictus performed admirably, Enoch. The warp gate is closing.
Thank the machine god.
Shutting down all systems.
Pretty cool.
That's done it, Titus.
But Nemeroth and his demon host still roam free,
Though he is trapped on this world.
and all the more desperate to recover the power source. We must get it to safety, old friend.
Good news on that front. Lieutenant Mirror reports that the Liberation Fleet has entered the system. The Inquisition will surely have sent agents with the fleet, Captain. Perhaps we can return the device to them.
The Inquisition has already failed to stop its exploitation by Chaos. No one must use the device, Leandros, ever again. Contact Lieutenant Mira and have her divert a Valkyrie here to pick us up.
Yes, Captain.
I suppose putting a bolt around through that damnable power source is out of the question.
Too risky. We could open another warp gate, for all we know. Upon our return to Macragge, I will confide it to the chapter master and his librarians.
And until then,
My most trusted brother will bring it to our strike cruiser and seal it in the armory. Get this damn thing secured, Sergeant.
as quickly as I can. What will you be doing while I run this little errand?
There are still thousands of traitors and heretics on this world. I intend to drastically thin their ranks.
Lieutenant Mirror's Valkyrie is on its way, Captain.
Excellent. We make for the landing pad. And watch for the Chaos Lord's forces.
Alrighty. So the warp gate is closed, but there's still plenty of fucking demons and heretics and all that sort of stuff. Still got work to do. My name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Space Marine. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.